going on, everybody? Welcome back to Simulation for the Nation and welcome back to the West Coast. Today we've been a little bit busy already. As you can see, it's middle afternoon now. So we're just going to take a left turn here. And we're heading out to go and harvest some winter oilseed rape. Now, as you can see, we're obviously in a telehandler here, and the reason for that is because we've baled our field of barley from yesterday. So when it gets a little bit too damp to continue with the harvest here, I am actually just going to carry on with some bale work, really. Oh, probably can't quite get into there, so we'll just abandon the telehandler on the roadside here. And now, if I can actually get out. And yes, like I say, if the moisture does kick up a bit and prevents us from getting this field finished, or even if we do get it finished in relatively good time, it's not a particularly large field, so we should be able to get rapidly through this. We will jump into the mill there, and we're going to stack up those bales. They are all going to be sold, so we're just going to put them into blocks in the field, really, so we can sell them off as soon as possible. I'd like to get that field cleared because if we look around here, there's a lot of bales on there, and we're going to be putting oilseed rape into there very soon. So we want to have that cleared so we can crack on as soon as we get the rest of this rape finished, really. Typically I do like to kind of have all of that oilseed rape in the ground before the end of August, so we need to push on a bit. However, we'll get started here now. Unfold the combine. And lift the header up here, and we'll get everything unfolded, and we'll kind of push on and see how much we can get done. Like I say here, it's taking a little while for the crop to dry out enough so we can sufficiently start, but it looks like we should be there now. There's no one on the tractor and trailer just yet. I am expecting that we can. I was going to bring up the other trailer as well, because I thought we should be able to get it into both our trailers, but we might have to go and empty that. But then again, we're only going around the corner, so it shouldn't take too long. We're just heading down to Frontier grain store with this, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about that. But for now, we're just going to plow through here, and we'll see how much we can get going, and I'll come back to you in a moment. Well, welcome back, folks. As you may be able to tell, we've just finished our second headland here, and I thought that we'd be able to get all of this into 2 trailer loads, which we definitely will. So far, the headland, which is never the best part of the field, has been very light, and at one point it looked like we might have got the whole field into just the 1 trailer. However, this is the second time round there. The tank wasn't quite full, but near enough, kind of 90%, I guess. So we're going to empty it into the trailer here, and then we'll go and do one more pass. As you can see, though, there's not a lot of the field left to go, so there won't be much left by the time we get one more tank load in there. So we'll see what we can do. So far, it's been a bit of a disappointing yield, based on what we've seen. It's very spotty, very patchy in a lot of the sections there, particularly when you get into the higher ground in the far corner from where we are now. It's very light, which is disappointing. I'm not quite sure why this is the case at the moment. I know we had some relatively good growing weather. We are trying a new hybrid variety of oilseed rape here, which is called Aquila. And Aquila was supposed to be is a hybrid, and it's supposed to be able to grow well in very mixed soils. We have quite heavy land up here, so we opted to go for Aquila because of that exact reason, and hoping that it'll be able to increase our output on across our different yields, across our different soil structures, really. So that's a little bit disappointing, but we'll see what the rest of the field's like. Our average yield as we finish up might not be too bad. I'd hope to see somewhere in the region, if we can get up to as close to 3 tons, then I'll be happy, but that's looking very unlikely at this stage. So we'll keep plugging away, persevering anyhow, and see what we can get done. Let's put my auger back in there. It is nice and dry though at the moment. It is coming in around about, I think the last spot check we did there out the back of the tank here was about 12%, so it was nice just to leave it for that little bit longer to really dry out. So with that, it's good in one respect. It's not going to need any drying at all when we take it into the grain store. Sorry. So that is one refreshing piece of news at least. But overall, yeah, it's a bit of a disappointing crop. When we do finish this field, we will be going over the hedgerow there into that field on the other side of the hill. It's roughly the same size, if not slightly bigger than this one we're in now. Whether or not we'll get that today, because that was planted a little later, so it might not quite be there yet. And I think it was actually sprayed off a little bit later as well, so that might still be a little bit green in the bottom. But we'll keep an eye on that anyway, and we'll see how we get going there. But overall, spot check so far would be a little bit disappointing. But that's farming. You don't take an average off 1 year, you do take an average off 3 or 4 harvests. So it's, you know, at the moment there, it's something to reflect on, and we will bear this in mind. Maybe we won't come back to this hybrid variety again, but we'll have to just wait and see. So yeah, tune back in later and we'll see how we're going. Well, we were able to get finished this afternoon. We've just cleaned down the combine header and taken all the knives off the front there. We're just going to, at the moment, we're not going to make a start on the second field. We are just going to take the header over to the entrance and leave it kind of in there for now. The combine's probably going to go back to the yard. So we're just going to drive on over with the Merlot here and go and nice and slowly take the header trailer over there. And then we've already taken away the first load of oilseed rape in the trailer. There's one more, well, there's about half a load left in there that we need to take on over. But yeah, so we're just going to get everything ready for hopefully for tomorrow, weather permitting. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But yeah, we've got everything finished. We'll move the combine back to the yard, and then we're going to jump on to stacking some bales, I think, by the end of today. So yeah, I'm just gonna put a little bit of music behind this, because you're just gonna be sitting kind of watching me shift everything around for the next few minutes, and then we'll come back to you when we're all done. What's going on, guys? We're just going to take the combine back now. As you've seen, we kind of shifted the combine header over. We've got that half, not even a third of a trailer load of rape to take away to the to the grain store, so we'll do that as well. Which I'm like, oh, but I'm just going to take the combine back now, and then it's done. No, I don't need to worry about that anymore. And then yeah, so we'll get this parked up there. Like I said, it's probably going to be a day or two before we can get cracking again. So we'll just leave it parked up the yard out of the way for now. Well, good morning everybody. As you can see, we have started a fresh day here. We have a lot of sunshine out and around at the moment. It looks like it's going to be a bright, sunny day. However, we are expecting some rain on the horizon. Based off what I saw last night with the oilseed rape, I don't think we're going to get a start onto that today. I did bring the combine up and just leave it tucked out the corner of the yard here. And this morning, I had a phone call last night from one of my straw buyers, and he wants to get a load of straw as soon as possible. So he can fill up with the rest of his barn. So with that in mind, we're actually going to go and pop straight down to that field, load up a load of straw, take it down to his place. He's not actually going to be there this morning, but I'm led to believe he's left his tractor and loader there should we need to use it. So we're going to get that done first, and then we're going to kind of see how the weather gods are faring, see if they're going to let us actually crack on with this oilseed rape, or if we're going to have to wait. Typically I've got some winter barley up at the north end of the map on some of our tenancy land that we really could do with trying to finish off as well. So we'll have to wait and see, and kind of see how the rest of the day is going to pan out. If need be, we can move the combine, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to get that opportunity really. So we'll have to play it by ear, but like I say, we're definitely going to get the straw cleared out the way first. It's a nice easy task for us. Once I get out of this field and there's no cars coming, and we're ready to go. Perfect. So I did go back down to the field yesterday after I moved the combine home. We've got everything stacked up, so it's going to be nice and quick. It's all in blocks of, I think I've got it in blocks of 18. Let me just check the... maybe 6, 12. No, it might be 14 actually. Blocks of 14, which will fit onto this trailer nicely. So we're going to get those put on there. The drive itself to the farm isn't too long, so it shouldn't take us too much time to get there. It's over a few hills though, so we might have to go a little. Well, we might be forced to go pretty slowly, but we'll get there. No doubt about that. All in, lovely jubbly. So as you can see, everything's kind of stacked up there. The main reason I stacked everything up was to get as many bales off the ground as possible. It's always nice to be able to limit how much moisture and how much damp the bales kind of soak up through the ground there. It'll be good to get one of these, well, it'll be good to get this whole field cleared as soon as possible, because I want to get back in here with the drill pretty soon and get some oilseed rape put into here. So we are going to have to wait a little while to get the remainder cleared. But we'll see how we get on today. We might end up doing another load later on today if the rain kind of ruins any harvest activity. But we'll see. There you go. So I think we've got 3 full trailer loads and then a little block just there. So what I'm going to do is pull up next to the trailer here. A little bit more space than that. That'll do. And we'll just get out and... Oh. Perfect. Take off some straps. And up we go. Really do need to wash this trailer, but this loader, never mind. It'll get done at some point when we're finished. So it was great news to be able to get, although it wasn't very good yield I must admit, but to be able to have all of that, everything covered and everything cleared off the field of the oilseed rape was very nice yesterday. Like I say, I'm not quite sure if we're going to get that next field started today. It's not quite in the best of shapes. Okay, let's get this down here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to finish just stacking everything up here. It shouldn't take me too long, but it's something that you don't really need to see me do again. And then I'll come back to you when we're all loaded up, and we'll make the trip to a different part of the neighbourhood, really. Different part of the countryside that we haven't been to before. So I'm going to get this finished up here, and I'll come back to you in just a second. Rightio, we are back, and we've got a short load on, but a heavy load nonetheless. So we've gone 4 high. We've put one just down the middle of the top there just to give a bit more stability to the trailer, really. We've got some twisty roads coming up, and the last thing I want to do is kind of stack it too high and leave the trailer a little bit unbalanced, really. So that's why we're going to go with this approach. Make sure we have lights on. Everything's looking good. So we've got 14 bales on here, and it's going to be a little bit heavy to pull for the old Fent, but we'll manage. The reason it's nice to get this done quite early before the traffic on the road really builds up, because then it can become a bit more hairy. Particularly with some of the hills around here, when you've got a lot of weight coming down a hill, it's not always easy to control that. So we'll have to take this quite steadily. We're in no rush, so we'll just take our time. I am trying to source at the moment a reliable corn header that I can lease or I can rent, because I want to clear this field as quickly as possible. We need to get on with that. Corn is something that I don't really have any use for, and it's just going to provide a bit of a menace really at the moment. Good that way. Oh, good this way. Ooh, the car coming. Slow down, you're going to get a load of straw in your grill. So we're just going to take it nice and slowly down here. I feel that load of straw is going to just push me down the hill if I'm not careful. Looking good. So like I say, it's probably about I don't know, 5-minute drive from here, actually, not even that, to a very distant little farm on the edge of the coast, which is a really nice little place actually, very stunning. Kind of secluded on a long dirt track, but we'll get there. And they've got some nice land, some great views around there actually. I believe he just has cows. He has a little bit of arable himself, or he did have, I'm not sure if he actually does it himself anymore, he might have just leased it out. But fortunately for me, I've been able to secure a contract with him for straw, so he's willing to buy as much as I can bale, which is great news. The only caveat to that deal is that I actually lead it down to him myself. I cart it across for him. So we made that deal. I got an extra little bit of money for it, which I'm not too concerned about, or I'm not upset about at all. So I'm more than happy. I've got the resources and I have the machinery to do this. So if I can make a little bit of money by doing this and help someone out at the same time, then that's all the better. Up we go. Push, 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 push. There's the old castle on the hill. Ooh, that's a bit tight. And we're actually just swinging into the left here. Not going to the castle, not today. Okay, so it's a nice long windy path. It must be a nightmare in the winter when it's covered in snow. But we'll take our time up there because I'm not sure. This is a little bit uneven here, so I don't really want to get any bales rolling around. Like I say, I believe they've got a tractor up there I can unload this with. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll figure that one out. If they have, then great. We'll get this unloaded. He might even still be around here. We'll have to go and find out. See if he is. Alright, you guys. So we are here now. Let's see if we can see if there's anyone around, apart from a few hens. Hello. We've got a sheep here. It seems all to be very quiet. Must have gone. Must have just missed them. There's some nice buildings here though. What's around the back here? Oh, so I think that's where he wants us to put it into there, and we've got our, and that's what we're going to unload it with. Assuming it's big enough to actually handle this. Oh, it should be. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and position myself to get a little bit closer, and then I'll see if we can get this unloaded, and I'll come back to you shortly. So what we're going to try and do here, I can't really see it on my mirrors, but I'm just going to scoot around this corner if I don't take off the gable end of that house, of course. That would be disastrous. There we go. Through there, I'm kind of touch and go here. Oh, and there's some steps there as well. Trouble is, another gate post there I can't quite get around either. I'll try that again with a bit more of a lock on there. What I don't want to do is catch that corner of the building. We made it. Could just be about through. I do say I think we may have just snuck it through there. Alright then, so now we managed to get around there. We'll just push it a bit further out so we can actually get the tractor out, and we'll see what we can do. I think I've just seen the farmer come in actually, so give me a minute, we'll go and have a chat with him and then we'll get this unloaded. Alright guys, so we're done. The gentleman here, Harry, who I've just sold everything to, had a quick change of plan, so he's put the bales around the corner there. But we got everything unloaded, and I'm just going to leave Harry there to do his thing, and I'm going to get back home. As you can see, it seems to be getting a little bit misty here. I don't know if that's just kind of mist coming in and rolling in off the sea, but it's getting a little bit thick here, so that's probably going to scupper any harvest plans for the day. Ooh, that was close. So what we're going to do, we're going to head back up to our yard. We might put another load of straw onto the trailer and just leave it in the field actually, just to get it off the ground. But certainly it's just getting thicker and thicker at the minute, so it's unlikely we'll get anything done. Which is very disappointing, but then that is what we come to expect. Boom. faster now. So Harry there, as he looked through the bales, was very very happy with the quality. His machine actually lifted them with ease. It's quite a powerful little tractor. It has a bit more of a punch than you might expect. But ooh, it's slowed down. That's a bit quick. So he was very happy with how it's all worked out, which is good news. And he's looking forward to getting the next load of straw in. And I've told him that hopefully we're going to get the rest of the barley straw baled, or the rest of the barley cut and baled quickly, because he's a little bit worried that the straw prices at the moment are going through the roof, so he's a little bit worried that I might find a better buyer somewhere and sell them on, but I had to reassure him that that wouldn't be the case. But there are a lot of farmers who are desperately trying to buy straw at the moment, so it is definitely a seller's market. So I'm very happy to have come into a surplus of straw, let's say, and it's making me tempted to bale my wheat straw as well. If the market's still there, I might try and bale that up and see what I can do with it. It's sleeting on now as well. Alright. Yeah, so with the arrival of the rain there, I think we're going to call it for a video. I'm going to head back up to the field. We'll load one more load up while it's nice and dry on the ground still at least. And then we'll see what we can do. But thank you very much for watching. Please do remember to smash that like button and also hit that subscribe button. If you have anything you'd like to suggest, any comments or ideas or feedback, I would love to hear that in the comment section below. Until next time, you have been watching Simulation for the Nation. Take care of yourself, enjoy what you're doing, but most importantly, happy farming.